up, guys? This is Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm here today at Ferman Ford Countryside. John McVeigh has given us this 2020 Ford Escape. This is the titanium hybrid edition. MSRP will start around $33,550. The vehicle we have today is at $36,895. This vehicle is going after your Honda CR-V, and though it does look a lot smaller, it's actually only 0.1 inches smaller in length. We're going to go over all the specs and details starting now. So what I like about the front fascia on this particular model, I like the headlights, the way they look, LED daylight runnings. Gas consumption is also really good. This is hybrid technology, so you're getting 44 to 37 mpgs with a combined of 41. If you are comparing it to the CR-V, you're actually going to be getting more gas efficiency in this model than you would on that one. Height on this vehicle is at 66.1 inches and your width is at 85.6. I also like the honeycomb texture they have in the grille, and they kind of mask it with some chrome inserts, so it gives you that luxury feeling, and that's what you're wanting when you're getting the titanium edition. With this hybrid technology, this is your 2.5 liter i4 with 155 pound-feet of torque. The length being at 180.5 inches, you don't really need a lot of horsepower or torque. The wheelbase is at 106.7 inches. The ground clearance on this vehicle is also pretty impressive at 7.8 inches. I also like this texture that they have added here. Good for scratches or anything like rock chips and whatnot. I also like the chrome aesthetics that they add over the windows with the black pillars in between, so it gives you a luxury look in this Escape. You're also getting some upgrades, which we'll talk about more in the interior, but for the exterior, you're getting that black roof, and this is a panoramic Vista roofline. What I like about the rear of this Escape is you're going to get your rear tail lights. They're going to be LED in the vehicle, dual chrome exhaust tips. Going inside to your cargo space, you're going to be getting 30.7 cubic feet, maxing out with all the seats down at 65.4 cubic feet. You got the one touch to open and close, set with 19-inch multi-spoke Ford wheels. Your front suspension is your McPherson strut, and your rear is an independent suspension. Let me know in the comments what you think about this vehicle as we dive into the interior. The interior of this Escape is very luxurious, and again, because of the price tier, I think you're actually getting pretty good efficiency with your amenities. Starting off with a wireless charger, you're going to be getting a 12.3 full digital information cluster, multi-function, leather-wrapped, heated steering wheel. That package we were talking about outside is a $2,100 Premium Pack 2. It'll include a heads-up display. When you start the car, this little glass piece actually lifts up for you. That will also include a 150-watt charger, the black roof rails on the side, and that panoramic Vista roofline. That's all included in that package. The seats in the vehicle is going to have your perforated leather seats, and it's going to have a two-tone. You're going to have a 10-way power adjustable with memory seats for the driver. You're going to have a 6-way power adjustable for the passenger. Headspace is at 40 inches for the front with 42.4 inches of leg space. A little bit larger with the leg space than the CR-V, but you're losing about 1/10 of headspace than the CR-V. Has your 8-inch infotainment touchscreen navigation, upgraded B&O 10-speaker sound system, 8 cup holders is total in this vehicle. USB ports, you have storage functionality and a USB port here, 12-volt charger. The door panel, the wood trim, I like it. It's a settle look. However, I think it's going to be something that kind of gets a little tainted as the years go by. I do like how you button functionality for your dual climate control and for your stereo system, so you don't have to do everything through your infotainment screen. In the rear of this CUV, it's going to be a little bit smaller. However, you can recline the seats, so that's actually pretty nice, and you can also adjust them forward to make a little bit more cargo space in the back. Headspace is at 39.3, which is a little bit more than the CR-V. Your leg space is around 38.9 inches because this is the hybrid. If you get the normal version, it's at 40.7. So either way, it is a sufficient amount of room for anyone over 6 foot tall. One touch up and down windows. You will have dual pane windows in the front. The rear will not have that. Back here is where you'll have that 110 watt outlet, your climate vents here in the center, a couple of cup holders here in the center. Also, you have maybe one or so in the door panel. Lifting this up to go into the center, sitting into the center, I will say you sit up a little bit higher, so maybe a couple of inches, but still being over 6 foot tall, your head's not going to hit the headliner at all. Your legs may touch the back of the front seats. However, it's still a relatively easy and comfortable ride in this CUV. Out on our test run and going through the grass to take it onto our actual run, it's actually really smooth. I don't really feel hardly anything, and this is with the 19-inch wheel, so relatively impressed of the suspension so far with the vehicle. Horsepower and torque in the vehicle isn't necessarily too bad because this is a lightweight type vehicle. I think it's actually pretty spot on for space inside as well, because you do have a lot of space inside the vehicle. It does get a little bit louder. Dual pane windows are in the front, so it's actually pretty nice in that perspective. I do like the heads-up display. I just kind of think it's a little weird with that little glass panel. The infotainment screen, where it's positioned, is actually really good because it's so close and easy for the driver to actually utilize it. I do like the upgraded digital cockpit on the driver's side as well. The wheel noise in the wheel well area is a little bit louder than I'm necessarily used to. The seat comfort in the car is actually really good. If you give it full throttle, the car does go relatively good. It's not something that's going to set you back and blow you away. It's going to feel more of a luxury type drive. Button structure on the steering wheel is relatively easy. This one does have your Pro Assist and it does have your adaptive cruise control. And giving it some gas from about 15 miles an hour, the engine gets pretty loud. It doesn't really set you back. It's a pretty comfortable ride. Braking in the vehicle is actually really good too. Checking the turn radius in the vehicle, it's actually relatively good. You get into about almost 2 lanes, so it's not bad, about 2 3/4 of a lane. So turn radius is okay on that perspective. I do like though how it tells you, because it actually will help coach you to help build that battery. So whenever you're coming to braking, it'll say you got like 100% or 80%. So that's actually a pretty cool thing as well. We're gonna take this back to the dealership, go over the infotainment screen and go over that reverse camera. Don't forget to leave a comment inside letting me know what you think about the drive and this particular vehicle. Going over your infotainment screen, it does have full navigation with pinch gestures, and the pinch gestures, I will say, is a little bit slower than I would anticipate. The audio sound system is actually really good, the B&O sound system. You do have your Bluetooth connectivity, you have your apps here as well. This is pretty nice because you can actually see the power flow. This is really good for your hybrid technology, so you can see your optimal gas consumption. And then going into your settings here, you do have your Ford Pass Connect, which will give you your 4G Wi-Fi hotspot, which will allow up to 10 devices at one time and up to 50 feet away from the vehicle. You can also click into your driver assist here, and this will actually tell you every single thing that the vehicle has for safety features, and you can just kind of scroll through here so you can see, so it makes it a little bit easier. And as you see, you got the reverse sensors and the front sensors. The lines do move, and also that tow line moves, which is also pretty good with the infotainment screen. You do everything through the rotary knob here. When you put it into reverse, it'll make like a humming noise. You just slide it over to park and drive. This actually doesn't move, it's all around it that moves. I like to thank John McVeigh here at Ferman Ford Countryside for giving us this 2020 Ford Escape Titanium Hybrid for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, click the subscribe button, check out the merchandise and details and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.